Welcome. Good evening. How are y'all doing? Good. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm pretty excited to be able to be here tonight and to do this event with you all. We know that it's been a crazy, I don't even know what's year and a half, I guess, for you all, and what you all have been through. None of us as adults would ever want that upon you all as children, but you all have grown through it, and the strides and the achievements that you've made throughout, honestly, are just remarkable. Let me just tell you just a little bit about what you all have done in this program. So there are 137 of you all this year. I know probably a lot of people wonder how many total. We don't necessarily have that many here tonight. We know there's other events. But for the 137 of you all have accumulated 6,155 total college credits. Yes. 66 of you earned your associate's degree. Now, granted, there are some of you that chose not to, right? There was a total choice in doing so. You have academic things that are coming on where you made the decision not to, but that doesn't take anything away from you. We know that you all have achieved very high standards. We have an overall GPA of 3.5 for the 4 semesters, and we know some of you all just joined this year, but over the 4 semesters, a 3.5 overall GPA. Now it's always kind of funny. We always talk in terms of seniors, and we always say there's about 1,000 seniors in Hardin County schools. But I actually pulled it up on Infinite Campus about 20 minutes ago, and there are 470 Central Hardin seniors, 187 John Hardin seniors, and 343 North Hardin seniors. That's exactly 1,000. Exactly 1,000. And so for those of you in this program here, there's 137 of you in this program that took on this. Okay, so again, 13.7% of you, of your senior class, you took on this program. Less than 7% earning associate's degree. You all are at the top of the top. And I know it's been tough, but again, another round of applause for you all. You all are taking on things next year. We have some of you that are chose to go into the military. Phenomenal. Some of you are choosing to stay right here in state, where some of you are going to Georgetown University, Eastern Kentucky University, Western Kentucky University, some staying here at Elizabethtown Community Technical College. We have some going off to UK, U of L, Moorhead, Murray State, Bellarmine. We have some that are traveling a little bit farther, like Loyola University of Chicago, Johnson University, Southern Illinois, Cedarville, South Alabama, Spelman College, Kentucky State, Indiana State. I think I've named them all. But it's immense where you all are going and the things you're going to do. And for me, being the head of this program and seeing you all through, it's absolutely exciting. As you all know, my own child went through this program last year, and so she has learned through some things being off of college. She learned a lot in this over the last 2 years, but there's still more for you all to learn. And we know that you all will take those on in great strides wherever you choose to go. And so for me, again, just having the pleasure to be with you all through these last 2 years, it's been an honor. And so again, I'm very excited to be able to have this event, to be able to honor you all as we've looked for every opportunity we can to honor you. And tonight, we will have a couple of speakers. So we're very fortunate to have your superintendent from Hardin County Schools, Ms. Terry Morgan, is here. We know that EC3 last night did their drive-through and virtual graduation, but showing up here tonight, Dr. Justin Pate, the president of EC3. 2 of your dual-credited advisors that have been with you all throughout this entirety, Ms. Lauren Sims and Ms. Laura Stover are here. Obviously, you have your guidance counselor, Ms. Christy Wright, who's been with you along the way. Mr. Kyle Coomer has joined on this year as assistant principal, and he's been with you. And of course, I could not leave out your English teacher, Ms. Kristen Dow, and your math teacher, Ms. Laura Alford. And then I'm excited that we have 3 of your classmates that will be speaking to you tonight. All right, Ms. Sierra Spell from Central Hardin, Mr. Riley Beard from John Hardin, and Bree Sharps from North Hardin. They're going to be speaking to you as well. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Ms. Terry Morgan.
Mr. Robbins forgot to thank one person, and that's him. Because I know many of you have maybe had a conversation with him about what it means to turn assignments in on time, what it means to show up for class every time, and for some of you to receive that pat on the back that you're doing a phenomenal job. So I want to say thank you, Mr. Robbins, for making that happen. Next, I want to just specifically thank Dr. Pate. Years ago, we were not able to offer this program because we lacked the partnership that was required to make this possible. So when we sat down at the table and Dr. Pate came in and he said, I'm not going to accept no, I'm going to accept an answer of what we can do to make it a yes. And so I just want to thank you for making this possible, because without that, you would not be here in this position today without that partnership. So if you will thank Dr. Pate with me as well. So I just want to say congratulations to all of you all. It is nothing short of miraculous that you have made it to here tonight. I was asking Dr. Pate, what percentage of students drop within the first year of college? And his percent after 2 years was about 37% succeed. 37% succeed. What that tells you is what our community members are saying. They want students with grit. They want students with determination. They want students with hard work and willing to work. And all of you have exhibited that, because if not, you wouldn't be here. You have already gone through the stress of those timelines. I was down in your front office and I heard students going, I've got a final exam and I've got to cram and I've got to stay up all night. That's what college is, a lot. And so you have already had that success. So nothing is going to stop you from continuing with that success. So I just want to say congratulations, you're halfway there, and you will continue to have great success. So with that, Dr. Pate, I'm going to invite you to come up.
Well, you know, the first thing we've got to do is brag on each other when we come to the stage. That's just what we do. But everything Ms. Morgan said was spot on, except for where the credit lies for this program. And I want to make sure that you all understand you weren't here for the beginning of this. Now, we've been doing this long enough now to where you all weren't here at the onset of this thing. I want to tell you, Mr. Dan Robbins and Ms. Terry Morgan were dogged with how to make this happen, and they deserve a whole lot of credit for putting this in motion. And it has certainly led to great things for you all, which is great things for our community. And Ms. Lauren Sims, I want to make sure, because you know, people give me a lot of credit, but all I do is hire good people to do the work that I get the credit for. So right here sits one of the really, really good people that made all this happen. So while we're sharing rounds of applause, let's make sure that Lauren gets a little credit as well. And now, by the way, Mr. Robbins, I told Mr. Robbins it'd be about 2 minutes is what I would speak to you all. None of this counted in my time, okay? That was credit for you all. But listen, there's just a couple of things that I want to share with you all. And you know, these days are special and I want you to celebrate it. But also recognize what this is. This is a step. All right? This is a step. You've got some work left to do, because there's 2 important components of education. One is to do it. All right? You've got to go through it. And now if you're going to do it, I'm not just talking about passing a class and getting a grade or even getting a degree. That's not doing it. All right? If you to be involved in education, do it. It's got to change you in some form or fashion. All right? Let it change who you are and what you can do. Because if it changes who you are and what you can do, then you will pour more value into your life, into your family's lives, and into your communities. all right? But you've got to do it. You've got to let it change you. And then you've got to do something with it, all right? Now, that's the outcome goal. You got to do something with it, all right? The goal is not to get a degree. The goal is to get a degree that opens the pathway and opens the doors for you to do the things that you want and need to do in life to make a difference. So always keep that in mind. You know, you've still got a lot of hard days ahead. You've got a lot of nights of staying up and cramming and you know, doing those projects and doing those papers and figuring out those problems and all those things, but keep the goal in mind. The goal is not just to do it. The goal is not just to do something with it. The job is twofold. You've got to do it, and you've got to do something with it. So let it change you. Let it grow you. Let it make you better than you once were, so that your impact can be greater than it could have been. I love you all, and I'm very proud of you, and extremely happy for this step that you have taken. It is a big deal. Not many people do this. You may only be 7% of Hardin County schools, but you're a lot less percent of all high school graduates that have done what you have done. Take pride in that, but remember, you've got some work left to do. God bless you all. I'm happy for you.
Don't know how I can follow up with that. So good afternoon. And I'm not going to say it's hard to believe that we are standing here today as graduates, because for the majority of us, we've been counting down the days to this since last April, which is exactly 407 days from today. At this time last year, we were ending our first year as college students, well, some of us, while simultaneously living through a pandemic. None of us had any idea what our future, our senior year, would behold. We were all wondering if we would get to see our friends in school, have a real prom, or even have an actual graduation, which I'm very happy to say we're at least getting a variant of each of those. Now, I'm not here to put everyone into a review of the year. We all really lived through it. The 54 mental breakdowns, social activity withdrawals, and the beginning of the year senioritis. That turned into middle year. To all year, you get the point. It just wasn't the best year for all of us, but we have made something of what seemed like the worst situation ever. Through this, I've learned to keep in touch more with the people I love, because I never know when I'm going to get to see them again. I've learned to really appreciate the little gestures and live every moment I'm given, because everything could be so much worse. The situation you're in is only as bad as you make it, and though it isn't quite as ideal, I think the hand we've been dealt isn't so bad. I'm going to be kind of basic and branch off one of my favorite quotes. It's by Albert Einstein. He said, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid." I bring this up because what we have accomplished in these last 2 years of the academy, or the last 4 years at our home high schools, doesn't define who we are or how our future will unfold. Simply because you passed every class with a C doesn't mean that you are ignorant or unworthy to go to a 4-year university. Having A's in every class doesn't mean you are always content or incredibly smart. And having a low score on the ACT does not mean you are not intelligent. My grandmother received a 14 composite on the ACT and still went on to receive 2 art and teaching degrees from a 4-year university. This one moment in your life, this little tip of the iceberg that we see as so monumental, will never define our abilities to succeed or determine how far we will go in life. Our future is entirely up to us. If you want to go to a university, then go. Study what you want to. If you want to go straight into the workforce, then do it. There are so many entry-level jobs that pay great. If you're going to be in the military, first of all, thank you for wanting to provide service for our country, and that's amazing. If you end up making mistakes, they still do not define you. The point of mistakes is to learn and grow from them. They are never permanent. You are always in control of your destiny, and you are always capable of getting back to your goals in life. You can pick yourself back up. We're graduating in the middle of a pandemic, for crying out loud. There isn't much we can't do. No one makes the choices of your life except yourself, so do not allow others to judge your ability to climb a tree. Just because you aren't able to do something as efficient or as good as someone else doesn't undermine your ability to accomplish greatness. School may have not been your thing. It was a tree everyone expected you to climb. But the real world, that's your whole ocean. So swim your heart out. Live in every opportunity. Say whoops instead of what if, and never, ever allow anyone to determine your success, because everything is up to you. Thank you.
A lot of good words have been said so far. Here's some of my own. So I hope I can make Dr. Davis proud today with my public speaking skills, but that'll be up to your discretion. But we did it. Most of us in this room will graduate high school with an associate degree from the fine institution of Elizabethtown Community and Technical College. Even for those who will not be earning their associate degree, the college credits and experience gained from enrollment in the academy are nothing but beneficial to our future educational endeavors. Dual credit tuition came at a really good price, and the opportunities the academy have granted us are priceless. We were able to take college classes with some of our best friends, and we're still gifted the opportunity to participate in activities at our high school. I was able to do marching band, cross country, and academic team while taking college classes that were challenging to me and really pushed me to want to succeed. At times, classes became challenging, workload became frustrating, all-nighters were pulled, tensions with educators arose, and a global pandemic put a damper on this whole educational experience. Like I remember when we first enrolled in the academy, Mr. Robbins said, no more than 50% of your classes can be online. Well, that rule had to be broken. So nonetheless, we persisted. We have made it here today with the college credit equivalent of sophomores or even juniors, and that's definitely nothing to sneeze at. So what's next for the class of 2021? I personally am going to the University of Louisville to study civil engineering, but whatever your plan is, I challenge you to take it head on and put the best effort in all that you do. Even though the early college program was designed to be challenging, the option was still there to do the bare minimum and just kind of pass by. So luckily, the academy was nothing but gain to us, but moving forward, I would like to challenge everyone here to set goals and motivate themselves to do nothing with mediocrity, but always strive to do things to the best of your ability. A quote that stuck with me this past cross-country season that I would like to share with you was by Steve Prefontaine, who was an Olympic 1972 distance runner, who said, "To give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift." So thank you all and congratulations.
Good evening. If you guys don't know me, my name is Brianna Sharps, and obviously from North Hardin. My mother has always told me that there are two kinds of people in this world: those who take challenges they face and use it as a crutch, and those who take challenges and rise above them. The class of 2021, and especially this class of early college graduates, have shown time and time again that they can overcome adversity. For example, going through rigorous college dual credit courses our junior and senior year of high school during a global pandemic. On behalf of the early college pathway students, I would like to thank everyone who helped us achieve this goal. Mr. Robbins and Ms. Trout, thank you for always being there as a guiding hand and holding us accountable for our responsibilities. Ms. Wright, thank you for always being such a positive role model in all of our lives. Even under a mask, your kindness and positivity still radiates. Ms. Warren, even though I don't think I've seen her, thank you for always providing us with whatever we need and going above and beyond for us. Mr. Thompson and Mr. Pike, thank you for always being there to provide a laugh and support on even our toughest days. Mr. Coomer, even though you've only been with us our senior year, we appreciate you stepping up to the plate and helping us wherever we needed. And to Ms. Dow, Ms. Alford, and to all of our teachers, thank you for guiding us on our journey and being there to understand the troubles of being a high school student with the amount of responsibility we had and making the transition from high school to college smooth. To the class of 2021 early college graduates, I wish all of you resolve in the next chapter of your life, whether you're joining the workforce, the military, or furthering your education. I hope you keep the strength and resilience this program has taught you. Being surrounded by people from all walks of life who all had bigger dreams than what high school had to offer them has been truly inspiring. Graduating high school with an associate's degree or close to it is one thing, but doing it during a year that will forever be remembered in our nation's history is another. We were born while our nation was knee-deep in war, starting school when our nation experienced the biggest market crash since the Great Depression, children when the first African-American president was sworn into office, and some of us even voted in the election that led to the first African-American and the first woman to become vice president. With that being said, we all, no matter what our background, have lived through some of the most historical moments this nation has had, all while making our own history. We have proven that we are the type of people in this world to overcome adversity and use it to strengthen us. In conclusion, when you look back on your time spent in this program and recall the sleepless nights studying, the stressful midterms and finals, and the never-ending spring semesters, take pride in knowing that you overcame the normal obstacles under abnormal circumstances. Take that strength and use it as a tool for your future. Congratulations, class of 2021 early college graduates, on receiving your high school diploma and your associate's degree, or a whole heck of a lot of college credit hours. Thank you.
Hand them over here. You get started. Yep.
That's why I get to leave my papers up there. Okay. Yes. So someone do this, and then some. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to start calling you all up. Now, I want to go ahead and make sure that you all understand a couple of things. We're going to be mentioning a couple different things. President's list. Okay, the president's list. All right. 4.0 GPA for the semester, and you must be 12 hours or more. Dean's list, 3.5 GPA or higher. Again, 12 hours or more. We know some of you all took on smaller loads because you were taking high school courses. All right, so unfortunately that may not make you eligible for the Dean's List or President's List, but I will be mentioning those, and then we'll be mentioning your associate's degree. Now, I'm not breaking it down by arts or sciences, just associate's degree. For those that earn associate's degree, when you come across the stage, Ms. Dow will have a pin for you, and that pin will be worn at graduation, so you can find a place for you to put that on your cap and gown. All right, so we'll go ahead and we'll start on this end. So if you all this side, go ahead and stand and then come around. All right, so here we go. All right, so Jacob Allen, he has fall president's list his junior year, spring dean's list, and the senior year spring president's list. Miriam Atiani, fall dean's list senior year. Riley Baird, fall dean's list junior year, spring president's list junior year, fall president's list, and spring dean list associate's degree. Trey Barzee, Jack Bashaw, Sam Bennett, Kaylee Best, Crystal Bilbrey, fall dean's list or junior year, associate's degree. Kaylee Binkley, associate's degree. Allie Blair, senior, fall dean's list, spring president's list. Carter Boggs, Caroline Borders, spring dean's list. Shanna Boyd, senior, fall president's list and spring president's list. Kelsey Bringers, Melissa Broadfoot, associate's degree. Taylor Brock, fall dean's list, spring dean's list, junior year, associate's degree. Jasmine Carroll, fall and spring president's list or junior year, and fall dean's list, associate's degree. All right, Emma Case. We have Krista Cecil, junior, his president's list for the fall and spring, and senior president's list, all 4 semesters, associate's degree. Tyler Chadbourne, spring dean's list, associate's degree. There you go. Elizabeth Chitwood, fall and spring president's list. Briley Clifford, associate's degree. Oops, sorry. Trista Colasanti. Chris Collard. Emma Corder, president's list for the fall and spring or junior year. Presidents for the fall, deans for the spring, associate's degree. Elizabeth Crutchfield, dean's list for the fall, junior year. President's list for spring, associate's degree. Junior Cruz, junior's not here. Kenneth Danley, fall dean's list, spring president's list, and then fall and spring dean's list of senior year. Christina De La Rosa Pagan, spring president's list or junior year, dean's fall list, dean's list, the fall, and associate's degree. Ella Dodd, president's list for the spring junior year, president's list and president's list for the fall and spring associate's degree or senior year. Maya Eland, dean's list spring. Lucy Emery, dean's list for the fall junior year, dean's list for the fall senior year, associate's degree. Wells Emery. Sean Evans, dean's list all 4 semesters. Chase Everidge, president's list all 4 semesters, associate's degree. Trent Ferguson. Olivia Fogel, president's list for the spring junior year, dean's list for the fall and spring senior year, associate's degree. Faith Firstman. Mark Gaddy. Patrick Garcia, dean's list for the junior and senior year, spring dean's list, associate's degree. Oh, he's not here? All right. Kaylin Garrett, fall dean's list. Devin Gibson. Megan Gingrich, fall and spring of the senior year dean's list. Emily Goff. Sarah Goodman. Gabriel Graham. Taylor Gray. Fall president's list, spring dean's list, fall dean's list or senior year associate's degree. Sydney Green. Alicia Hager. I know there was a softball game tonight. Lily Hamilton. We have fall and spring presidents and dean's list for the junior year, dean's list her senior year, fall and spring. Lexi Hardesty. Serenity Hardin. Emmanuel Haynes. Fall dean's list, president spring list, associate's degree. Summer Henderson. Graham Hewitt, all 4 semesters, president's list. Mackenzie Hughes. Zachary Humble. All right, Dalton Humphrey. Brody Johnson. Camden Jones, dean's list, fall and spring junior year, dean's list fall, presidents for the spring. Sydney Jones, fall dean's list. Evan Jones, spring dean's list. Nia Jones, spring dean's list and associate's degree. Angelina Kalin. Stephen Curie. Eric Knopp, spring dean's list junior year, spring dean's list senior year, associate's degree. Riley Krasinski, fall dean's list and spring dean's list, associate's degree. Raneem Katout, fall and spring president's list or junior year, fall dean's list, spring president's list, associate's degree. Matthew Lamond. Grace Lancaster, fall President's List, Spring Dean's List or junior year. President's List for both the fall and the spring associate's degree. Here you go, Grace. Hannah Lewis, Fall Dean's List, Spring President's List, associate's degree. Alan Lockwood, Fall Dean's List, Spring President's List for junior year. Fall and Spring President's List, a senior year, associate's degree. All right, Zachary Logan, Alessandra Lozano, Daniel Lucas, Fall and Spring Dean's List as junior year, President's List Fall and Spring senior year, associate's degree. Devin Lucio, Chase Lynch, Fall and Spring Dean's List. Carson Mackey, Fall and Spring President's List and Dean's List, and then President's List senior year. Allie Mahone, Spring and Fall Dean's List, associate's degree. Jack Martin, Fall Dean's List, Spring President's List, associate's degree. Riley Martin, President's List junior year, both semesters. Fall President's List, Spring Dean's List, senior year. Associate's degree. You didn't put it on. Taylor Mather, Fall and Spring Dean's List. Kelsey Mays. Dylan McCon. Katie McGrew, Fall and Spring Dean's List, associate's degree. Sarah McNeil, Spring and Spring Dean's List, associate's degree. Mary Katie Miller, Alasia Miller Chambliss, Fall Dean's List, Spring President's List. Nia Minich, Susie Muhammad, Spring Dean's List, and the Fall and Spring or Senior Year President's List, associate's degree. Maxwell Moore, Fall Dean's List, Spring President's List, Senior Year Fall Dean's List, associate's degree. Genesis Mullen, Cassie Muse, Fall Dean's List, Spring President's List, Junior Year, Fall and Spring President's List, Senior Year, associate's degree. Matthew Muse, Fall Dean's List, Spring President's List, Fall and Spring President's List, Senior Year, associate's degree. Logan Nelson, Caroline New, Jenna Newby, Spring President's List. September Newman, Fall Dean's List. Ryan Parrott, Spring Dean's List, associate's degree. Maxwell Pearl, Spring Dean's List. Naili Perez, Spring President's List. Connor Perry, Fall Presidents, Spring Presidents, Junior Year. Shane Peterson, Fall Dean's List, Spring Presidents, Spring President Senior Year, Associate's degree. Haley Pickerel. Sarah Powers, Fall President's List, Spring Dean's List, then Senior Year Spring Dean's List, Associate's degree. Mackenzie Pretty. Benjamin Query. Caitlin Ramsey. Fall and Spring President's List, Junior Year, Fall President's List, Spring Dean's List, Associate's degree. Olivia Reed. Autumn Ridge, Associate's degree. Benjamin Rockford, Fall and Spring President's List, Associate's degree. Jennifer Roman, Fall President's List. Lillian Salee, all 4 semesters, Dean's List, Associate's degree. Kylie Selby. Brianna Sharps, Fall and Spring Dean's List junior year, Fall President's List, Spring Dean's List senior year, associate's degree. Ian Simpson, Morgan Smith, David Snow, Sierra Spell, Fall Dean's List, Spring President's List, Fall Dean's List, Spring President's List, associate's degree. Lena Stevens, Ivory Sullenbarger, Alexis Summit, Grace Sutherland, Fall and Spring Dean's List, President's List for junior year, President's List for Fall and Spring senior year, associate's degree. Brooklyn Terry, Riley Thompson, Spring Dean's List, Fall and Spring Dean's List, associate's degree. Gabe Torres, Daniel Torres, Fall President's List. Hannah Turner, Fall and Spring President's List, Fall President's List, Spring Dean's List. Haven Tuttle, Jenna Walker, Fall Dean's List, Spring President's List, and then Fall and Spring Dean and President's again, associate's degree. Keegan Walker, Fall President's List, Spring Dean's List, associate's degree. Kelsey Waters, Fall Dean's List, Spring President's List, Fall Dean's List, Spring President's List, associate's degree. Okay. Jessica Welp, Spring Dean's List, associate's degree. Samuel White, Fall President's List, associate's degree. Caitlin Wendell, Fall Dean's List, Spring President's, Fall President's, Spring Dean's, associate's degree. And then Carson Yates. All right. Again, give yourselves a round of applause.